It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them.
Now off the bootleg. They'll find Everett there, complete. Come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan.
Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing
them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard. Extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And that's again. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 53 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman.
Not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that's complete to Justin Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue.
They run it again with Cook. And fights through one man. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
A give. This is Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the...
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Aldon Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. In a big spot here from the left hash. This from 37. Joseph's got it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On the ground, keep that clock moving.
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance.
But we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish. 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A pass underneath for Carson. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.